Don't be deceived. Today we're going to talk about 6 things you need to pay attention to before buying land. Number 1 would be water and electricity. How close are utilities? How much is it going to cost you to get utilities to this property? Can a well even be drilled on this property? Are there wells on the neighboring land? Are they functioning wells? Are there any issues with the wells? How deep do they have to go for the well? Electricity. How far do they have to go to get the electricity to your property? Are they going to have to add a transformer to help get the power there? You need to ask yourself these questions with your utilities. This can be very expensive getting your utilities to the property. Number 2, the septic. You cannot just plop a septic tank into the ground and it works. They have to do perk tests. They have to test the property and make sure your septic tank will function. You want to make sure this was done on the property before you buy it. You don't want to buy property and then find out that it's not even going to maintain a septic system and you have no way to handle your sewage. Not everyone wants a compost toilet. A lot of us want to just go in and flush the toilet and have it disappear. So you need to make sure a septic tank will work on your property. Number 3 is zoning. Just because they're telling you that their property is zoned for this or that, do not trust no one. Look this up. Is it commercially zoned? Is it residentially zoned? Is there going to be a factory that ends up next to me? Is there going to be a highway that runs through there? You want to make sure how this property is zoned so you're not ending up with neighbors you do not want, or you're not permitted to put certain things on your property that you want to. Number 4 is your survey. You want this property surveyed. You want it marked out before you buy the property. You don't want to go there and find out that your neighbor's barn is on your property and you're going to be stuck in litigation getting this issue solved. You want your property lines fully marked. You want to know where they're located, and you want to know if there's any neighbors or anyone encroaching on this property before you agree to buy the property. This can cause issues with your new neighbors and undue stress that you don't want to deal with. You don't want to move somewhere and then tell someone they got to move their barn 5 feet off your property. You want all this taken care of before you accept ownership of the property. Number 5 would be a flood zone. You want to check with FEMA and make sure your property is not in a flood zone, that your neighbor's property is not in a flood zone, and that you're able to carry flood insurance on any structures you build on this property before you take ownership of the property. Now, number 6, and a lot of people do not think about this, is back taxes. Has this property been subdivided from another property that owes back taxes? You can assume some of this debt if you purchase this property. You want to get with a realtor and the local extension office and make sure no taxes are owed on this property. You want to get this all taken care of. You don't want to buy a property and then find out that you owe $8,000 or they're going to just take the property from you. Purchasing land is a big step. Everyone seems to want to do that lately. We're all wanting to disconnect and get out of the city, but this is not an easy process. You want to protect yourself. You want to use a professional and well-recommended realtor that is out to help you. A proper realtor will guide you through this process and help protect you. They'll help you assure that you have the mineral rights, that the easement is clear, that there are no back taxes. This can make the process much easier and much smoother for you. Get in the comments and spread your knowledge and help consumers protect themselves in these difficult economic times. Like and subscribe. It helps keep this small channel alive.